Hammers up, everyone. Towelliee here. Battle for Azeroth Alpha. Today we're going to be discussing some of the talent changes and rotations for demon hunters. Once again, I'm not the most rounded out dildo in the bedroom drawer or the most sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to DPS, but I'll try my best to give you guys the information on the changes and the advice that people in my chat and other demon hunters have given me in terms of rotations and stuff like that. So right now we're in our Havoc spec. Let's take a look at the talent tree here. You'll notice a lot of abilities, and you'll see this with my other class coverage videos, have gone through some pretty crazy changes. Like some tier 1 abilities are in tier 2, some ones in tier 6 are in tier 3, but everything's basically the same except for a few little changes here and there. So I decided to go with Blind Fury, which I-Beam generates 35 Fury every second, and its duration is increased by 50%. Now, Insatiable Hunger is new to the tree. Demon's Bite generates up to 10 additional Fury, which I believe used to be a legendary, but you can still actually get the legendaries in the alpha from the Flask Guitar vendor in Stormwind or Dalaran, and that it's basically what they did was they took this legendary effect and baked it into a talent. So even though this legendary at 120 will be useless, you can still get the benefits of it by speccing into Insatiable Hunger. Now, Trial of Ruin is also a new talent. It's a passive. The final slash of Blade Dance inflicts an additional 652 chaos damage over 4 seconds. I think it's really good in dungeons. I've tried it out. I mean, especially when you're pulling like multiple trash packs and that dot just keeps going and going. You can keep refreshing it too. And that dot damage adds up over the course of a fight. I went with Soul Rendering here. I went with Dark Slash. Now, Dark Slash is another new talent, and I like it. I think it's really great for single target. It's a 20-second cooldown. Slash an enemy for 1195 physical damage and increase the damage your Chaos Strike deals to them by 40% for 8 seconds. So I'll show you how I use that. And then I chose Fell Eruption here because it just hits really hard right now. It stuns for 4 seconds and it hits for like sometimes 10, 12k crits, 5, 6k regular, which is normal for this stat squish era that we're going to be going through in Battle for Azeroth. And then I went with Demonic, which I-Beam causes you to enter demon form for 8 seconds after it finishes dealing damage. So let me give you a small little rundown here. Let me go pull this this rare. I kind of parked myself next to a rare so I could show you guys. So I'm going to start with Throw Glaive, then I'm going to meta, just because I'm going to meta. And then I'm going to I-Beam, or Demon's Bite, I-Beam, Dark Slash, because I-Beam will give me full Fury, and then just start Chaos Striking the shit out of this guy, and then I'll probably throw in a lovely little Fell Eruption at the end of all that. And let's go. And now I'm going to Dark Slash right afterward, and then Chaos Strike, Chaos Strike, Chaos Strike, Chaos Strike. There you go, 6k hit for. Keep Chaos Strike. I'm going to put up the dot from Blade Dance now since the Dark is over. See right there, it puts does a little Blade Dance icon right above his head. And yes, this is a rare. And you can just keep putting a dot up if you want. For single target, I would assume it's like not that crazy great. But they see Dark Blast is up again, or Dark Slash is up again, and that's it. So that's how I've been handling, just single target. I mean, for AoE, I guess you guys know what your AoE rotation is. Another change that you guys should note is that Chaos Nova doesn't stun anymore, it disorients. So the second they're disoriented, any damage they take is going to break it. So I think Blizzard's been doing a lot with stuns. They're trying to like take away people's CC and stuns. Not take away, but kind of like not make it as powerful as they seem right now, like especially with Mythic Plus dungeons. Is there any maybe multiple trash pack I can pull around here? I'm trying to find, sometimes you can find like a pack of like 5 or 6 mobs. That looks like an Alliance camp. That's probably not where I want to go right now. I'm like, Alliance camp for the Horde? All right. And a little bit too much on that one. There was a bunch of stuff over here. But I mean, I've actually been loving Havoc. I've never really played Havoc on the live servers. So as I'm playing it now, it's so much fun. It's so fast paced. The rotation's kind of easy. I'm pretty sure I'm doing a lot of stuff wrong, and you guys are probably like all going OCD, like, oh my god, Towelliee changes hashtag, and you're freaking out. But you know, I'm trying my best, man. Like I said, I just want to give you guys the changes so y'all know what's gonna happen when you guys get in here. You know, that's all it is, man. Let's see, where's that little road that cuts off to the left? It's over here somewhere. Yeah, here's Razorjaw River. Oh, crap. God damn it. I was just here fighting the blood trolls earlier. I just forgot where this quest line ended. Let's go up. This is pretty sad right here. I don't want to show you what's over here. It could be a spoiler alert for you guys. I mean, granted, the whole entire alpha is a spoiler alert in general, so... Oh, there's a few dudes. Let's pull these, and there's any more? Oh, let's get this pack over here. All right, so I'm going to throw glaive, get that going, wait till they're all here, do a little bit of this, a little of that. But you can see how they all have the debuff for the blade dance on them. When I did that right there, they had the little, like this blade dance icon. And also, on top of that, here's also a cool little nifty thing. You see that we also put a debuff now on any mob that we attack that makes them take more magical damage. So it says here, it's called Chaos Brand. Magic damage taken increased by 5%. So that's pretty much like our contribution to the raid. It's like our debuff for our DPS. So it would be the equivalent of everyone getting Battle Shout, Arcane Brilliance, Fortitude, etc. We have Chaos Brand, so 5% more magical damage taken for whatever mob you touch with your Demon Hunter. Now, let's get to a safe spot over here. Okay, now let's look at... Now, by the way, we're in the turtle section, the Tortola section of the alpha, so I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to ruin too much. Let's look at Vengeance really quick. Now, Vengeance has gone through some changes that might need some adjusting in the future. Once again, everything we're looking at here is alpha. It's subject to change. Everything I'm telling you right now could be mush mash bullshit in about a week. So now with Vengeance, a few cool changes. We've had some stuff mixed around here and there. Simple little things. Now, we used to have, we do have Shear and we have Soul Cleave. But if you spec into Fracture, Fracture now replaces Shear as your pain builder, and it has 2 charges and does a lot of good damage, and it still shatters for 2 lesser soul fragments. And Spirit Bomb replaces Soul Cleave. Only 1 charge, but now consumes up to only 3 fragments within 25 yards, and then explodes, afflicting nearby enemies with Frailty for 20 seconds and damaging them for 455 fire per fragment. You heal for 10% of all damage you deal to enemies with Frailty. Hopefully I said that right. But I think it's 5 on live, and it's 3 now. But you can still consume up to... I think if you have 5 and then you try to consume, it'll consume 3 of the 5. Then you still have 2. Then you can just kind of build upon it. I'd have to test that out. Fuck it, let's test this out. It's a video, right? It's like live testing. Unless it consumes all 5, because it says it only consumes up to 3, so I would assume it's just 3. Gotta do that testing, man. Uh-oh. Getting a little lag. And we're getting lag in the middle of a video. That's great. Welcome to Alpha, boys. That's how we roll, man. Welcome to the Alpha. Am I even gonna... I think World Server just went down. Blizzard... Oh, there we go. Okay, let's 2A2. Oh my god, I found out the password. Let's try to get back in again. Lord almighty. Sir, yeah, sir. Oh, no, no, we got it. No, we got it. Yes. Okay, we're going back in. It might be a World Server down, don't know. But enjoy this lovely, loading screen. It's one of my favorite, actually, in a long time. I didn't really like the Legion one too much with Variant and the Demon and all that. This one is just straight up Horde versus Alliance. To avoid account theft, do not use browser add-ons or features that allow scripts to be run in the background. What are we, like tech kids and shit? We got 13-year-old even know what all that means? They probably do. Oh boy, here we go. Ain't this a bitch? This is going to take like 10 minutes now just to log back in. So how are you guys doing out there in YouTube land? How you been enjoying all them videos? How's the new microphone? Do you like it? It's a Shure microphone, and I sound sexy as fuck. Yeah, I was actually comparing, you know, the way I sound with this mic compared to the microphone I've been using in the previous videos, and holy shit, it's pretty much night and day with these videos. There we go. Now we're back. But yeah, I keep giving me feedback on the mic. If you have any suggestions on how to make it and improve it, I will take that as well. What were we doing again? Oh, I was going to show you about the fragments. All right, hold on. Yeah, I want to test if you actually consume with 5 stacks, if it leaves you with 2. I mean, I think it's a legit test to do. I just got to find some stuff to, I guess, attack. So I guess they left us with an empty world as this all happened. There's a big river beast. All right. Trying to just attack it. I have 2 right there. 4. All right. I have 4. Yeah, so if you consume 3, it consumes 3 and leaves you with 2. So you can just kind of like just keep going, capping, getting 3, getting 2, getting to 3, back to, you know, yeah. So that, it works that way. Poor little thing. Aw, desperado. Okay, so back to the talents, and that's about it. I mean, that's basically the main changes. So you don't have shear and you don't have soul cleave if you spec into fracture and spirit bomb, which you probably will. It could be that shear and soul cleave are meant for single target and fracture spirit bomb for AoE, but I think fracture spirit bomber is just too powerful to not take. So if, I mean, obviously if I were to spec out of these 2, I would have just shear and then I would just have soul cleave. But I like how they've taken those 2. Well, they've taken one of the 2 abilities away because shear kind of looked useless once fracture was around. And soul cleave, I kind of miss soul cleave a little bit because I kind of used it as like that emergency death strike when I was really low on health and I had nothing else to use, and I would just like soul cleave 4 mobs and just heal myself almost back to full. I thought that was pretty good. There's also charred flesh, which is a fiery brand, increases the fire damage your abilities deal to the target by 20%, which I think was part of something that was part of your artifact traits that got baked into this into the talent tree. And then there's gluttony. Consuming a soul fragment has a chance to activate metamorphosis for 5 seconds. I know for a fact that was in the artifact, in our artifact weapon in Legion. But that's pretty much it for Demon Hunters. I mean, right now the only issue is just rotationally. If you don't have at least 3 stacks of Spirit Bomb, then you're pretty much using Throw Glaive as a filler. You're leaping whenever you can, and you're putting down your Sigil whenever you can. And obviously keep up your Demon Spikes. Demon Spikes also has changed, if you haven't noticed. It's a 16.7 second recharge, and it increases your armor by 128% of your agility, and your parry by 15% for 6 seconds. I think it's 20% currently on live. And after watching Sloopbag for a few videos, I think he also mentioned that Soul Barrier is also extremely powerful. You're basically giving yourself a shield that max fragment stacks for about almost your current health pool. So it's pretty badass as well. I think Immolation Aura is still the same. All your sigils are still the same. Looking for some other stuff here. I think we're good. I think that would be it. So thank you all for watching. We'll see what this talent is in the future. Let me know what you think about the Demon Hunter changes up to this point in Battle for Azeroth Alpha. And I'll see you guys in the next video, which I think will be... I'm thinking Warrior. Or I might just cover Shadow Priest. Or Warlock. Warlock's actually really fun. Or Survival Hunter. I'll pick something. All right, guys. I'll see you all later. Don't forget to sub and thumbs up, thumbs down if you don't like the video. And yeah, I think I'm done now. I'm sexy.